Most Magic the Gathering Commander decks are out at distribution. My name is Ben from Full Moon Games and Footers Pizza, and today I'm going to be talking about Magic the Gathering Commander decks and the popularity. How popular really is Commander? It is the most popular format of all time in Magic the Gathering history. It's the most popular format by far. It's the most played format. It's a party game. You can play with your friends. You can play with 3. You can play with 4. You can play with 5. You can play with 6. There's no limit to how many people you can play with. It's going to be a very long game the more people you get in your game, but it's the most popular trading card game format out of every card game in existence. Pokemon, Magic, Digimon, Lorcana, Yu-Gi-Oh!, One Piece, Riftbound, Star Wars Unlimited, My Little Pony, Flesh and Blood, Weiss, Sorcery, whatever card game it is, Magic the Gathering Commander, the format alone has more players than any other card game. That's just a fact, and people are wondering why distribution is out of Commander decks. Why would Magic the Gathering not have enough Commander decks? They printed them to the ground. Did you buy them when they had them in stock? If you didn't, why don't you just go on TCG Player and buy some Commander deck cases? That's the best way to get it. To get a restock in Commander decks. If you can't get them at distribution, you got to order on TCG Player, and that's what I did. Again, I'm reiterating, TCG Player is pretty good to buy if you're looking to get if you're looking to get like cheaper Commander decks by the case. But if you're looking to get any specific Commander decks, we do have all of these Commander decks on our website, fullmoongames.com. It's at or around TCG low. Some of the Commander decks are slightly higher because we don't sell below our costs. So some of the crappy decks are slightly more than TCG Player low. So there's that. I saw somebody comment below saying something like that, saying something like, this guy's a scalper. I found out of all the 120 decks they have, one of the decks is above TCG low, and I'm just going to focus on that one deck. So one guy was just like, it was Blight Curse. It's $50 here. They're $50. He's like, they're $15 on TCG Player. I don't know what he said, 15 or 20. I don't know how much they are on TCG Player. I don't know if he was lying, but it's pretty insane. We just had to raise prices of Tarkir Dragonstorm. They're getting out of stock everywhere. They're getting sold out. The Commander deck cases are a very good deal right now. I was watching a non-TCG's video today and saw him talking about the Tarkir Commander decks. I didn't know they went up. I was very glad I watched his video. Go ahead and watch it. Go check his channel out. He just talks about markets and distribution and stuff like that. But all these Tarkir Commander decks are all going up because when they reprinted the Tarkir Commander decks, they immediately sold out. I bought as many as I could because they said, this is a reprint. Don't know when the next reprint is, so you better buy as much as you can. And we bought too much. I bought way too much, allegedly. And now it's paying off because I bought too much back then. Because I realized Magic the Gathering really has switched their distribution game, how they're doing stuff. They used to print everything to the ground as much as they could. Maybe this is because of the demand in Pokemon and One Piece and Lorcana and all the other card games. Maybe the printer access is much harder to get. Maybe that's why all these cards aren't being printed as much, or maybe that's why everything's going up because all these card games are competing for the printers. I don't know. Maybe it's just more players are getting into the card games. Like Magic the Gathering is doing smart things with Commander. They are bringing people into the card game with this set and this set and this set and all these Universes Beyond sets that everybody has been talking crap about. They are doing their job. They're adding more players to the pool. What does adding more players to the pool do? If there's more players in Commander, and there's more players buying Commander decks, and there's more players buying booster packs, and there's more players buying play boxes, and it's much harder to get play boxes, Commander decks, and anything at distribution, what's going to happen? Everything's going to keep going up until the distributors catch up. Will it ever happen? Will they ever be able to? Whatever they reprint gets immediately sold out. If it's a good set, it's sold out immediately. Or you can only get 24 boxes a week. At least that's our limit. Some stores might have a lower limit. Some stores might have a higher limit. But unless they reprint literally every commander deck at the same time or every play box at the same time, the demand for Magic the Gathering is much higher than people are used to. It is much higher than Wizards of the Coast is used to. All this card game boom is adding more players to each card game. There's more Pokemon players. There's more Pokemon collectors. There's more One Piece players. There's more One Piece collectors. There's more Lorcana players and collectors and Digimon and Yu-Gi-Oh! And Star Wars and Gundam and Riftbound and Sorcery and Union Arena and Magic the Gathering. They all have more players. And if any of these card games die, if any of them die, where do those players go? If they're back into this cards, if they're in the card space, they're going to convert to something else. And usually it's Magic the Gathering or Pokemon. With 13 or 14 years of experience, I have noticed over the years, with age, people eventually start playing Commander. People eventually play Magic the Gathering. I've seen at least 80 to 90% of Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh! Or other card game players over the years eventually start playing Commander. They eventually join the dark side. Will Magic the Gathering make a Star Wars crossover? Even though there's a Star Wars Unlimited? Oh my gosh. Star Wars Unlimited game? I don't know. But these bacon jalapeno sticks at Footer's Pizza located in Terre Haute, Indiana are really good. footerspizza.com. Anyways, let's see what I got. What do you think it is? If you watched the previous video talking about buying off of TCG Player, you already know. If you don't, then watch it. Why are you here? You need to watch every video. If you're watching this video, go back and watch every single video I've posted. Every video. Go watch them all. Share your favorite. Comment below what your favorite one is. And what's your favorite video? Woo! We got paper. I don't know what the hell these stickers are on these cases, but that kind of annoys me. They put stickers on these cases for some reason. Doctor Who Commander decks. Oh, I got 10 more of these bad boys. Why would I get 10 more of these bad boys? Since the last video that I posted, Timey-Wimey's gone up and Masters of Evil's gone up. Who would have thought? If there's not that much product in stock at distribution, or not distribution, in stock on TCG Player, then what's going to happen to the price of the cards? What's going to happen to the price of the cases? What's going to happen to the price of the single boxes, the single decks? The collector boxes also skyrocketed. Since the last video talking about buying off of TCG Player, buying Commander decks, buying Commander deck cases, Fallout Commander deck cases went from $340 to $420. Doctor Who Commander decks went from $350. I think it was $350. Yeah, $350 to like $400. And also something else went up. Something went up. What was it? I don't even know. But a bunch of stuff just keeps going up in value, and it's insane. You know why everything's going up in value? There's more people in every single card game. It's mainstream. All the people who were closet buyers, all the people who were hiding and just silently buying off of whatnot, they can finally come out. They can finally start telling people that they play Magic the Gathering or Pokemon, and they won't be ridiculed for being a Disney adult or somebody who's a child because you play a children's card game, and because all I do is judge you for what you do, and all I do is judge. Who gives a shit what other people think? That's why that's why I started making videos. I don't care anymore, and you shouldn't either. You shouldn't care what people think of you. You should buy Magic the Gathering Doctor Who Commander decks, even if some people think Doctor Who's the worst ever. Man, I don't know what's happening with the next Doctor Who season. I got stuff spoiled, but I need to watch the latest season because spoilers, stuff happened. Anyways, my point of this video is to talk, I guess. I don't know. It's just to tell you, if you believe in something, and you really think that it's the next big thing, if you think it's the next big thing, buy it. If you have the money, you think it's going to go up in value. If you don't want your money just sitting in a savings account, your cash, where you can get 2% a year, 3% a year on a savings account, do you want to get 2 to 3% a year? Or are you going to look at these Pokemon and Magic the Gathering products that go up on average at least 7% a year? 7%. That's a lie. It's way more than that. It's way more than 7%, which is, I don't know what the exact number is, but for One Piece, it's like 100%, 200% a year, 300% a year, 500% a year. Some of them are 1,000% a year. That was ridiculous. One Piece is insane. These commander decks are insane as well. The supply is dwindling online. Stores don't have them in stock in store. So if the supply is dwindling online, stores are going to start to take off their products off the internet. They're going to start selling them in store. And even if they don't take them offline, people will buy them and they'll continue to go up in value because these were made in 2023. They have collector booster sample packs in them. Collector booster sample packs. That takes a lot of printing effort. You got to print the deck. You got to print the plain chase cards. I couldn't think of the word. The plain chase cards. You got to print the collector pack, the collector booster sample pack. If you notice all these new commander decks, none of them have collector booster sample packs. Why would they do that? Because it's too hard. It takes too long. Too much time to print collector booster sample packs, plain chase cards for Doctor Who. That takes too much time in a time where everything needs to be reprinted. Why would they waste their time printing this or any other set with collector booster sample packs in them, which is Bloomborough and back, I think. Bloomborough? Is Bloomborough the last one? Aetherdrift? No. Aetherdrift. Is Aetherdrift the last one? I don't know. I'm trying to find out. Yep, I think Aetherdrift might have been the last one with the collector booster sample pack. So, Aetherdrift and back. Collector booster sample pack. That's a fact. And if that's true, they're probably not going to reprint any of the collector booster sample pack commander decks ever again. Because that just takes too much. That takes too much. When they're trying to reduce their printing time, they're removing buy box promos. They're removing stamped pre-release promos. They're removing collector booster sample packs. They are doing all of these things to increase their printing. So they can print quicker. If they can print quicker, they can sell more. If they can sell more, they can have more profits. If they can have more profits, their stock will go up. If their stock will go up, they can sell Hasbro. If they can sell Hasbro, I don't know the end goal. I don't know if anybody will ever buy Hasbro. I don't know. I hope not. Because I feel like some crazy stuff would happen. Or maybe it would be a good thing. Who knows? All I know is I continue to buy products that are out of stock at distribution from TCG Player. At least the ones that were low on. And by low, I mean less than 100 commander decks. Because if you don't have enough to last 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, You're gonna run out of product eventually, and your shelves are gonna get bare. Or maybe we should sell out of products and only have new products. Would that be a better store if we only had the newest set? If we just sold out of everything? If I ordered just enough Marvel superheroes decks to last for the first year and then never order them again, would that be okay? Would you guys be okay coming here and I only have the newest Star Trek Commander decks when the Star Trek set comes out? You come in here and you're like, oh, these guys, they got the new Star Trek set and the new Star Trek cards. That's the only Commander deck and booster pack they have because they only order to sell out because they don't know how to make money in business. I don't know. Why do we have so many Commander decks? Why would I order so many Commander decks for the most popular format of all time? I don't know. Maybe I'm just stupid. This $430 Eldrazi deck? That's bulk. That's bulk. Nobody wanted it when they reprinted it, but I took it. I took as many as I could. They reprinted Aetherdrift Commander decks, and I'm still getting them. I'm getting my last 24 Fallout Commander decks, not Fallout, Final Fantasy Commander decks from our distributor. This week, they just shipped them. Now they're out of stock. What happens next with Final Fantasy? Have they already reprinted the Commander decks? Did they want them to run out so they could reprint them again already? Or did they already have them to dump them again on distribution? Are they waiting for the price to go up so they can reprint them? So, are they doing what Pokemon's doing? Are they doing what One Piece is doing? Are they just printing more than what they're saying that they're printing, and then they're holding back a lot, and then eventually they just dump everything at the same time? And because everybody's out of everything gets sells out, and then they can rinse and repeat next year. Do it over and over again. Because if products out of distribution, the fact is, stores nationwide go out of stock, and eventually they need to reorder through distribution. And if distribution's out, they buy on TCG Player. And if they buy on TCG Player, the price slightly goes up, slightly goes up, slightly goes up. Next thing you know, it's double the cost price. Next thing you know, Wizards is like, dang, we should reprint this. And they reprint it, and it sells out like that instantly. Lord of the Rings Commander decks. They said they reprinted them. I said, give me 200 to 500. They didn't give me that much, obviously, but give me 200 to 500 Commander deck cases. I'll pay you later, please. Please give me as much. They gave us a lot, for sure. They gave us a lot. Not as much as I asked, obviously, but the Lord of the Rings Commander decks plummeted hard when they reprinted it. But I still bought it. Because I don't want to run out of Commander decks for Lord of the Rings when The Hobbit's coming out. Who would want to? Are they going to reprint that again? They need to reprint Duskmourn, because having a $200 Commander deck is crazy. Well, I guess Fallout's $225 for that deck, and that's $400. And these are all $350, $400, $300, $350. That's ridiculous. Turns out IPs sell. If they run out of distribution, collectors, not all collectors of these IPs, see these Commander decks right when they come out. That's the power of the IP. The IP eventually sells. Somebody eventually sees the IP. If it's an IP they like, they will buy it no matter the price. They will put it on their shelf. Do you understand yet? Do you understand that people want Lord of the Rings on their shelves to look cool? They love Lord of the Rings. They want a Lord of the Rings whole display in their room. One of our ex-employees as a whole display. Same thing goes with Marvel. Marvel fans, they want a display of Marvel. Doctor Who fans want a display of Doctor Who. Star Trek fans want a display of Star Trek. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans, they'll have a display of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Collectibles are collectible because the collectors say they're collectible and they like the IPs and the brands. Magic the Gathering is getting people from other sources of the world that don't even play Magic the Gathering. They're buying these commander decks. They've never bought on TCG Player, but they're buying commander decks. They've never bought commander decks. We've had so many people come in from all these IPs. Every single one of these IPs. Somebody comes in. I've never played Magic. I'm here because I heard about Final Fantasy. Or I'm here because I heard about TMNT or Assassin's Creed or Lord of the Rings or any of these, any of them. I wish they would have made commander decks for, what did they not make commander decks for? What set was it? What set was it? I guess Spider-Man, but I don't know. That was a Rush set, I guess. Anyways, once people realize they are reaching audiences that I don't know if they ever would have reached without these crossovers. Magic the Gathering is growing. Universes Beyond is the worst thing of all time, people say. I think it's one of the best things they've ever done. I think it's growing our customer base, growing their customer base. It's increasing the demand for Magic the Gathering. It's increasing the collectibility of Magic the Gathering sealed products. Without Lord of the Rings, there would not be a $10,000 collector booster box. Without Final Fantasy, there wouldn't be a $2,000 collector booster box. I guess there probably is. There probably is Wilds of Eldraine. I don't know how much that is, or Throne of Eldraine. I don't know all the prices of the old collector decks or collector boxes, but my point is, Magic the Gathering is getting more and more collectible by the day. It's following in Pokemon's footsteps of gaining nostalgia. They're gaining nostalgia by printing new stuff. How the hell do you do that? How do you gain nostalgia by printing something new? Old IPs. That's crazy to think about. How old is TMNT? How many generations of people have watched TMNT? How many generations of people have watched Doctor Who? How many generations of people have played Final Fantasy? How many generations of people who have played Fallout or watched the show Fallout? My point is, all these crossovers are doing much more than you think. The demand for older Magic the Gathering cards is going up. The demand of reserve list cards is going up. These borderless poster cards are reserve list. Are they going to reprint these borderless poster arts? They could reprint the card. Yeah, but the art, the borderless poster cards and the serialized borderless poster cards, the new age of the reserve list is in every single set that comes out. The new age of this is not going to be reprinted. This art will not be reprinted is in all of these IPs. Every single card in these Final Fantasy Commander decks is unique. Every single art of the Lord of the Rings Commander decks is unique. Every single card in the Doctor Who Commander decks is unique. Are they going to reprint those arts again? They can reprint those cards in different names, different arts. But are they going to reprint it? Are they going to reprint the Fifth Doctor? The Fifth Doctor. Are they going to reprint that card? Is it going to be named What would it be named? I plead the fifth. Some judge, secret layer. I plead the fifth. I don't know. The fifth doctor. I don't know. How are they going to reprint? They can reprint all of these cards. All these Warhammer exclusive cards. They said they still have some rights to the IP at some event. I don't know what that means. Does that mean there's going to be more Commander decks? It would not surprise me if there's more Commander decks next year for Warhammer. They come out with 4 new factions. That would be cool. I see that coming next year. Warhammer. Calling it now. Just joking. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Bacon jalapeno sticks are the best. You dip it in cheese and then you dip it in marinara. It's really good. They call me the cardboard hoarder. And by the cardboard hoarder, I mean, I buy the product when they reprint it. It's really that simple. I buy it when they reprint it. When the price plummets to at cost on TCG Player. Because that's the only time you can buy it. Once it keeps going up in value on TCG Player, it goes out of stock at distribution. Because people can start making profit on it. If they can't make profit on it, it's going to sit there. It's going to sit there until they can make a profit on it. And once they can make profit on it and demand goes up, you're going to start wanting the Commander decks. And then you're going to go look and they're going to be gone because the demand is up. Get it. Get it. Just get it in your head. Demand equals everything's gone. No demand equals everything's cheap and buy. Buy low, sell high. Buy when demand. Or buy when no demand. Sell when high demand. I don't know. Commander. The best format in Magic the Gathering history. Not created by Wizards of the Coast. It's crazy. Anyways. Hope you all enjoyed this video. Leave a like. Leave a comment. Hype up the video, boost up the video. Join below if you want to see some videos of me wearing meta glasses and going around giving people packs or something. Because the more donations to that, well, it's any money from join, I'm gonna just give out to people. Literally, if it's $100 a month, I'll be giving $100 worth of booster packs a month to people in store or something to that sort. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe food. Hand out some food. Hand out some Warhammer. I don't know. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Tell me how bad this video was. And tell me which video you like the most out of all my videos. Go watch them all, please. Watch them all. They all have bits and specks of information that you can gain. That's the point of these videos. I just want people to learn more stuff that's in my brain that I think it would be useful to other people. The more people that can use the knowledge that I've gained over the years, the better. Because knowledge is power, and I want people to be able to succeed in life even if they're my competition. If you're my competition, I don't care. If you're a different game store, if you're opening a game store, if you're a different game store in a different city, a different town, a different state, I want you to succeed too. But because there's enough to go around for everybody. And I don't know.